Hey Nation, I'm Derek and welcome to the channel. Here, you'll find everything you need to know about the Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins' Week 15 clash with the Houston Texans was marred by injuries and disappointments, raising significant questions about the team's future. While the Dolphins fell short in a 20-12 loss, the true stories of the day revolved around the alarming injuries to wide receivers DuBose and Waddle, along with the team's postseason implications. Amid the turmoil, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa's candid reflections on his role and a deeper analysis of potential roster improvements provide a glimpse into what lies ahead for the Dolphins. Let's check all the details. Firstly, I ask for your help. Leave a like. Many of you watch our content daily and forget to click the thumbs up. This is a humble way to support us. It costs nothing and helps us a lot. I'm grateful to you. Thanks. In a harrowing moment during the third quarter, Miami Dolphins wide receiver DuBose suffered a devastating head injury after a collision with Texans safety Kalen Bullock. DuBose, who had just been activated from the injury list for this game, was left motionless on the field, prompting immediate medical attention. The play unfolded as Tagovailoa targeted DuBose with a pass over the middle. Bullock, attempting to intercept the ball, lowered his helmet and made direct contact with DuBose's head. The impact was so severe that DuBose went limp, lying on the field as silence engulfed the stadium. Dolphins players surrounded their teammate, kneeling in prayer while medical staff worked diligently. Medical personnel acted quickly, cutting off DuBose's jersey and unscrewing the face mask of his helmet. His neck was stabilized, and an oxygen tube was placed in his nose before he was immobilized on a stretcher and taken to Memorial Hermann Hospital in Houston. Despite the severity of the situation, initial reports from the Dolphins on Monday offered relief, confirming that DuBose had movement in all extremities and that preliminary tests yielded positive results. He remains under observation for further evaluation. Texans safety Kalen Bullock expressed regret over the incident during a post-game interview. "My intention was never to hurt anyone," he stated. "It was a football play, and unfortunately, it resulted in an injury. My prayers go out to DuBose and his family." While Bullock was penalized for unnecessary roughness, the incident reignited discussions about player safety and helmet-to-helmet hits in the NFL. The Dolphins' injury woes were further exacerbated earlier in the game when star wide receiver Waddle left the field with a knee injury. Waddle's absence left a significant void in Miami's offense, which has relied heavily on his dynamic playmaking ability. Waddle's injury occurred in the second quarter when a Texans player rolled into the back of his legs during a play. He limped off the field and entered the blue medical tent for evaluation. Despite returning to the sideline with a compression sleeve on his knee, he was ruled out for the remainder of the game. Head coach Mike McDaniel addressed Waddle's status during a Monday press conference, reassuring fans that the injury is not serious and will not require surgery. "It's not major," McDaniel emphasized, describing Waddle as day-to-day. However, his availability for Week 16 against the San Francisco 49ers remains uncertain, leaving the Dolphins' offensive strategy in question. Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa found himself at the center of the conversation following the game, not only for his performance but also for his reflections on DuBose's injury. As someone who has experienced multiple concussions in his career, Tagovailoa spoke candidly about the responsibility quarterbacks bear in protecting their teammates. "I feel bad that I put him in that situation," Tagovailoa admitted during the post-game press conference. "It's tough to move on after seeing a teammate go down like that." His remarks highlighted the emotional toll such incidents take on players, both on and off the field. Tagovailoa acknowledged the inherent dangers of football, calling it a physical, contact sport, but emphasized the importance of minimizing risk through better decision-making and ball placement. His reflections serve as a stark reminder of the fine line between competitiveness and player safety. With the Dolphins' playoff hopes officially extinguished, the team must now turn its attention to the offseason. One critical area of focus will be ensuring depth and stability at the quarterback position, given Tagovailoa's injury history. The Dolphins' struggle to maintain consistency without Tagovailoa has underscored the necessity of having a reliable option behind him. This offseason, one name stands out as a potential solution: Dillon Gabriel, a standout quarterback from Oregon who could be an ideal fit for the Dolphins' offensive system. Tua Tagovailoa has demonstrated brilliance when healthy, but his availability remains a lingering question mark. The Dolphins' playoff elimination this year can partly be attributed to the games they lost during Tagovailoa's early season absence. Without a capable backup, the team faced insurmountable challenges, despite a roster brimming with talent. Addressing this gap becomes not only a logistical necessity, but a strategic one if the Dolphins aim to position themselves as legitimate Super Bowl contenders in 2025. Dillon Gabriel has emerged as one of college football's most consistent and efficient quarterbacks, making him a standout candidate for Miami. The Oregon quarterback, named the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year, aligns perfectly with the Dolphins' offense, which heavily emphasizes short to intermediate passing. Gabriel's precision and ability to deliver passes on target would seamlessly complement the rhythm-based system orchestrated by head coach Mike McDaniel. Exceptional accuracy. Gabriel's completion percentage speaks volumes about his reliability. Over the past 2 seasons, he has completed over 69% of his passes, a figure that underscores his ability to connect with receivers in stride and sustain drives. This level of accuracy is a cornerstone of the Dolphins' offensive identity and a critical asset for a backup quarterback stepping into an already established scheme. Turnovers can derail even the most promising seasons, which is why Gabriel's track record of protecting the football makes him an even more attractive prospect. Over the last 3 years, he has thrown 83 touchdown passes while limiting interceptions to just 18, a remarkable ratio that highlights his football IQ and decision-making under pressure. Gabriel's status as a left-handed quarterback is another subtle yet significant advantage. Tagovailoa's left-handed throwing motion requires specific adjustments in the receiving core, including how passes spiral and how offensive plays are designed. Drafting another left-handed quarterback would minimize the disruption caused by a potential midseason switch, preserving the timing and chemistry developed with the team's dynamic receivers. The Dolphins are positioned to make a strategic move for Gabriel in the 2025 NFL Draft, utilizing one of their 2 compensatory third-round picks. This approach not only secures a quality backup quarterback, but also allows the team to allocate their higher draft selections toward addressing other pressing needs, such as fortifying the interior offensive and defensive lines. By selecting Gabriel in the mid-rounds, the Dolphins can maximize their draft capital without sacrificing quality or depth. Dillon Gabriel's adaptability is another trait that makes him a perfect fit for Miami. Having played in various offensive systems throughout his college career, Gabriel has demonstrated the ability to adjust quickly and execute at a high level. This versatility is essential for a backup quarterback, who must be ready to step in at a moment's notice and seamlessly integrate into the team's existing framework. Investing in Dillon Gabriel isn't just about addressing an immediate need. It's about setting the foundation for sustained success. Tagovailoa's health will always remain a factor, and having a backup of Gabriel's caliber ensures the Dolphins are better prepared for any challenges that arise. Furthermore, grooming a young quarterback with Gabriel's potential could provide the team with a future starter or valuable trade asset, adding long-term flexibility to their roster-building strategy. The Miami Dolphins' recent struggles, combined with critical injuries to key players like DuBose and Waddle, have once again highlighted the harsh realities of professional football. What are your thoughts on the Dolphins' current challenges and their plans moving forward? Do you think Dillon Gabriel is the right fit for the team, or should they explore other options? How do you feel about player safety in the NFL and the physical toll of the sport? Leave a comment. What do you think of the ideas presented here? Leave a comment with what you thought of the serious injuries and this potential addition of Gabriel. Remember to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Be another fan of our community, and let's strengthen the Dolphins. Until the next video.